All right, same spot that we were at the other day, folks. Flying Squirrel Trailhead. We're gonna go to the right this time. Really need to get a chest thing to hold this camera. But, so these steps are very sketchy. Wing County Conservation, maybe you want to fix this? Yeah. I'll wait until Kitty's out of the way and you can see how messed up these are. A lot of flex in some of them. You can see that one that she just stepped on. One of the screws is clean out of it. So, yeah, if you are going to take this trail, just, be mindful that in this railing, when I put my hand down on it, that's a good look. But the beginning of it is pretty much straight uphill. Pretty flowers. And folks, remember, I'm fat, so you will hear heavy breathing on this. But the whole idea of us taking the trails is to get the blood flowing and get some exercise. That limb wasn't hung down like that before. Huh.
You didn't remind me to stretch, Derek.
I didn't stretch either. Almost to the top of the first hill. Top of the first hill.
Stretch my shit out. Hold on. No.
Katie's taking a minute to stretch.
Yeah.
Oh. That's going to be what's next. That's pretty much straight downhill. Oh, and then we got another hill to go up. Just got to watch our step here. There's roots and stuff coming out. Yes, it did. It did rain since the last time we were out here. Oh, there's a log across the trail. Weird. And another one. So this one here goes back down to another parking spot, which is like maybe 75 yards away from where we parked.
Oh,
once you get to the road.
Allegedly. You don't know that for sure yet.
Allegedly. We've never taken that direction, but we're going to go
up and then right? Is that what you wanted to do?
We're going to go uphill.
Okay.
And follow this one all the way around to the left. And then when we get to the T, we're going to take a right and see where it goes from there.
This wasn't here last time either.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah. Deer trackies. All right. It's a nice gradual slope here, unlike the previous one.
Haha, you're funny.
Never mind the person in the background. All right, now it's getting a little bit more vertical. I'm not judging. It's one of the nice things about not doing a treadmill and going out and hiking on your own is it's at your own pace. Guaranteed you can turn up and turn down the machine, but hiking out in the woods, number one, you get the element of all the green things around you. The animal noises, the birds. You don't get that on your treadmill. Not only that, but if you're doing it in a gym, you got people around you, some of them judging what you're doing. You're out hiking. It's just you and nature. And I don't think we could have picked a more beautiful day to be out here. Sun's out. The trees are green. We were talking about doing some more hiking after we get done with this one up at Backbone a little bit later today. I might have to sneak a fishing pole in with that one. I don't know, folks. I don't know that I've ever been able to go up there without taking a fishing pole. So this spot right here, it's off the beaten path, but I want to talk about it for a second if we could. It's flat, it's pretty well clear. If there was ever a better spot for just a overnight wilderness tent camping, I think this is like the spot right here, just wide open. I think it's a good spot for it. Little tree canopy right above you. There's thistles, but underneath they got a little white. See if I can get that in the camera. Little white flowers. Yes, not a thistle, nettle. Nettle is what it is actually. But still. That thing in the top of the tree up there, that is caused by a small hole getting made into it, and then bugs getting into it, and furniture companies, they look for the bigger ones of those to make furniture out of, because it makes weird patterns in the wood, and they actually go for high dollar amounts.
Isn't that a burl? Isn't that what it's called?
Could be.
A burl in the wood.
I learned about it clear back in school. We took a field trip to Effigy Mounds, and they talked about it while we were on that field trip.
Couple deer trips.
Yeah. This is the easy walking part. It's downhill for most of this until we get to the T to go left or right. This time I think we're gonna go right. We went left last time, and that took us to about, I don't know, 60 yards away from our vehicle. So we'll see how far this one goes.
Is it that one that's poison ivy?
No.
No. Okay.
This one. This is poison.
This is poison ivy. We can never tell.
These, when they get taller, will be itchy burnies. Those are nettles. Very owie.
Yeah, very owie.
There's another flower though. Not the big one, but still cool.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh yeah. Should be pretty.
There's some more of those little flowers.
Yeah. I feel like I should know what they are, but I can't seem to. It tickles my memory, but
Right.
I can't seem to recall exactly what they are. This was probably a good thing. My knee's a little sore today, so.
Bring a second camera next time and we can take a picture of it and Google search it and it'll tell us exactly what those are.
Yeah. Alright, you said we're going right today,
We're
right?
going right today. We went left when we got here last time.
We are going right instead of left.
Probably can't pick them out on the camera very well, but there's all kinds of flowers up that hill.
Oh, yeah, you can kind of see them. There they are. Little white flowers. I'm glad we're getting past the whole, like, wet part of spring.
Yeah.
At least somewhat-ish.
That's alright. There's some that we didn't see before. I'm going to try and zoom in on them. Those are little purple ones. Look at those guys. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get after it. Yeah. So the pollen count last week for tree pollen was up to like, I believe it was a 10 out of 10. And I am, among the many things that I'm allergic to, pollen's on like top of the charts.
Your boy loves nature, but he's allergic to nature.
So my nose is quite clogged. And it's probably causing me to breathe a little extra heavy, but I didn't want to be stuck in the house all day. So we're getting out here and seeing what's what. Oh, this turns back to the right, so who knows where we're going. I thought for certain it was going to go to the left.
How would you look? Well, left just goes over to the road, doesn't it?
I think so. All kinds of these little purple flowers.
That's a different kind.
If I wasn't allergic, I'd grab a few and take them home and put them in the vase, but yeah, no. Oh, that's a shot. Just keeps on going back in there. Well, just a second, we're getting cloudy on the screen. Let's try that. It's a good stick.
That ain't a good thing.
Okay. So right over that way, a couple of hills is where we were last. I mean, that's the hill we came down. Oh, I don't know that we'll be able to go all the way through. I think there's a tree down up here. We might have to go back the other way.
As much as I love being out here, I wouldn't be too totally upset with that because I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah?
I don't want to end up doing more than what my body says I should do. Oh yeah, look at that.
Let's see what we got here. Looks like a big walnut. Oh, it's easy enough to step over. She got those short little legs. Took her a little bit of extra effort.
I appreciate you not recording me while I did that.
I knew better than to record you while you did that. I may be adventurous, but I'm not that adventurous.
I'm adventurous, not dumb.
There's a crow flying through the trees. Sorry, didn't mean to put my finger in there. Go that way?
Yeah. I like that way better.
I like the pines up there, but yeah, we can go this way.
But that just doesn't open. No, it's not
No, it keeps going. I didn't realize there was so much different ways to do this trail.
Yeah.
I guess I should have map quested the area and seen where the trails go.
Oh, sand.
Wouldn't want to do these trails at night. Might get directionally impaired.
Unless you knew them really well. And you walked them all the time, you know.
Big hill.
And I said earlier about my knee starting to hurt.
Yeah?
Yeah. That makes me want to cry a little bit. Just so we're on the same page.
What do we got here? Grasshoppers.
Yeah. Grasshoppers.
Loads of grasshoppers.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's great. It's fine. I'm fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. I'm just dying a little bit. It's okay. Can't get better if you don't get uncomfortable, right?
True enough.
Can't get better if you don't get uncomfortable. God damn it, I am really freaking uncomfortable.
You want to carry the big rock?
I don't need any more weight.
But it's a nice rock.
This is a great rock. It looks awesome. But now
This one, if you look at the top of it,
looks like an arrow.
right here, looks like a little heart.
Oh, wow.
Neat.
Wonderful.
Feeling the burn.
I think that's a nice way to put it. Feeling murderous. I gotta get my heart rate back under 160.
Under 160, she says.
It's probably not that high. I don't have my watch on. We're just gonna let the body do body things here for a second.
Almost to the top of the hill. We're almost there.
Yeah, I'm there. Fat mood. I like. Not really old. Feel old.
I'm old. I'm older than you. We have reached El Topo de Hilo. Oh, well, looky there, folks. It's a little picnic table. Right there. If I would have brought the weed whacker up here, we could have cleared that up so someone could actually use it.
It's like haunted picnic table in the woods. Good vibes. Good vibes.
You want to see her get ecstatic? Let us find an old abandoned house up here, and she'll be like, "Ooh, I need to sit here overnight."
Yes. Spooky vibes. But not like fake Hobby Lobby Halloween spooky vibes. Like, I'm talking get under your skin. Feels like someone's watching you when you're walking down the street. Saw something out of the corner of my eye, spooky vibes.
What's the one that you watch that Matt Rife is on sometimes?
Oh, the YouTube channel Overnight?
Overnight. Yeah, that's one of Katie's favorites.
Yeah.
That Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures.
Especially their new stuff. Overnight's new stuff, like within the last like 6 months or so. Alton's been doing a great job.
Yeah. And that's what like Matt Rife did before he got, serious into comedy is
Stand-up thing.
he was doing ghost hunting with Overnight.
Well, him and Alton are like besties. So they do a lot of other. Alton has a couple other channels too. And Matt joins him on those because they're not all spooky things. He's doing this thing where he wants to travel to like every country in the world and like do the highlights on them. And he's got a whole channel devoted to that. And he's been doing that. And Matt's been joining him for those. And that's kind of cool. Oh, I don't know if he's been in any recently, but it's cool though. Good spooky vibes. Good spooks.
I know we went down a whole different path that you weren't expecting, but
Good spooks.
on the way up to our cabin, we always pass by the Franklin Hotel, which is it's been explored by several different ghost hunter channels, and
Spike the spooks.
Brent, which you've also seen on our channel, he's dared me a few times to rent a room and stay overnight. And I've told him several times only if he does it with me, and he just never takes me up on that offer. I don't know why. But yeah, that Franklin Hotel, that's right in Strawberry Point, Iowa. Right in the middle of the square in town. Yeah, there's a field off to our left here. We must be reaching the very edge of the actual park and stuff, yeah. But there's here in Iowa, there's several of those locations that you can find, and is that apple tree?
I don't know. I don't know how to tell what an apple tree is.
I think that is definitely like an apple or something like that.
Maybe a crab apple tree?
Maybe crab apple, yeah.
The pretties. Look at them.
But those pretties drop bees, and she doesn't like bees.
It's the buzzy.
Or anything that buzzes.
It's the buzz.
Just not a fan.
Buzz.
Oh, look at that. Forked tree.
Right there?
That thing's kind of creepy.
You don't even want to even come in the face after we walk through. So we're just going to let that lie. So long as
There she goes, talking about stuff I don't know about, so.
So long as you're respectful in the woods, the fairies won't follow you. I think I know what that is. I think if you walk through that field,
Yeah.
there's the trail where Coda and I took some scenic pictures at.
Yeah.
And
Right there's a birdhouse out in the middle of it.
because if you go to the trail and you go back, actually it might be that way. If you keep going this way,
Yeah.
you go to where that old that old shelter used to be that they moved down by the river
Yeah.
was up here, and this is also.
No, we're on the wrong side of the river for that.
Oh, we are, aren't we? Oh,
I know where you're talking about, but yeah, we're on the wrong side of the river.
well, this is just like the mirror image of it.
Yeah, something like that. Flippy floppied.
You can tell my sense of direction is just aces.
She's all on top of it, folks.
Absolutely aces. North is straight up, right? Yep. That's exactly where
If you put the map in front of me, north is that way.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
You can tell one of us was into scouting and knows what a compass is. The other one. Oh,
Hello, turtle.
is that a box?
Yeah?
It's a box turtle.
Hello, turtle. We're not gonna mess with you. We're gonna let you. We're just gonna take a couple pictures.
You wouldn't believe how far up the hill we are to find a box turtle just out in the middle.
He's sunning. It's sunny out. I'll do this.
Okay, back at it we go. But yeah, I mean, like, we're on top of the park, like at one of the very highest peaks that you can be at, and Mr. Box Turtle's on the top of the hill. It's weird.
Oh yeah, he's a land turtle. He's not a water turtle.
Right, I get it, but with all of my outdoor activities and stuff, you know, being in scouts most of my life,
Right.
being a scout leader, all of that stuff. I've been a fisherman my whole life, but I think that's the first box turtle I've ever seen in the wild.
Yeah.
Seen leatherbacks, you know, soft-shelled turtles. I've seen them. I've seen snappers.
Ready.
I've seen red-eared sliders. I've seen painted turtles. But yeah, I do believe that's my first box turtle.
Another. Where?
Yeah, there's another trail that goes up and around that field.
It goes around it, or it goes into the woods over yonder?
Well, I'm saying it goes up that way and around the outer edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down there.
Hopefully.
I'm coming.
Hopefully the road comes up here pretty soon.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. Oh. Old pine tree. Seen better days, but still kicking it. Oh. Yeah, that other trail's still right there. Like 12 feet off of this is another trail, but that might be access to that field for motor vehicles.
Yeah, there's more tire tracks and stuff over there.
Yeah.
That might be something that the park uses.
Not only that, but I mean, that could be actually private owned.
It could be.
I know that conservation, you get some kind of kickback for letting a field that you normally put crops in, for letting that turn over to
Conservation land.
well, not conservation land so much as letting it grow up as a grass field. Mm-hmm. And then year after you can take that down, and then you alternate, and you just keep alternating, and you get a tax credit for making a habitat for the animals.
For the animals.
At least I think that's how it goes. I'm not certain. My cousin, he was caretaker of some of our family land that was quite a large property, and it's one of the things that he did was our farm was no longer we were no longer doing any kind of cash crop on it. We were just let it all go to something very similar like this. There was a few of them that we mowed down just to make it easier to walk across, but for the most part it was stuff like this, and then timber all the way around it. Oh, I believe those are cherry blossoms. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I believe that's a cherry tree. We'll have to come back up here a little bit later and see if we can't get some cherries out of it.
No, Mr. Bumblebee,
He won't be here when we do that.
Ha ha.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure those are cherry trees, and those are cherry blossoms. Like I said, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Come up here in a couple months, and there's nothing there. No. We just gonna keep going straight because there's another trailhead to the left.
Yeah. What's it say?
Service drive. Oh, wow. That doesn't sound appealing.
This way.
Yeah.
Thunder. Get out of my face. Nobody told you to be in my face.
Oh, there's another birdhouse past the trees there. Oh.
Oh, that's stuck. That's on there.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a wee munchkin. We used to take family vacations with my mom's side of the family, and we went down to Missouri one year. Where I don't know. Like I said, I was less than 10 years old. I was little, and I remember that it was incredibly hot, so hot, and then it got super cold. It was like hot for the first couple of days, and then it was super cold after that because a big thunderstorm came through. And
Yep. Hole.
when we first got there, all of my older cousins and my aunts and uncles and all them were super excited because when we got to the group campground, there were a whole bunch of trees that had thick vines like that. And I just remember watching all of my cousins and my aunts and uncles like trying to swing on these vines.
A little short pause. So if you ever hear people talking about a widowmaker, that is the epitome of a widowmaker. It is a dead tree that is snapped off at the base that is being held up by other trees.
Well,
Just a wrong sway of the wind and that could come crashing down. Anything under it, definitely gonna not be happy about it.
nope. You're not wrong.
Anyways,
Anyway, I remember watching them swing back and forth on these vines, and I remember a couple of my older cousins swinging on those vines, and the vines snapping on them when they were like at the apex of the swing, and just watching them just plop right down on the ground. I thought it was hilarious, my little 10-year-old self, but yeah, that's what that.
this is the uphill shot of that field that we've been walking along. Goes for quite a ways back there. But there's the birdhouse that we saw from the other part of the trail. Oh, those are raspberry bushes. Not only can we get cherries up here, possibly, if I'm correct, but those are definitely raspberry bushes.
Well, shiver me timbers.
Wild raspberries are, although seedy,
And if those other
full of flavor.
and if those other ones are apple trees,
Mm-hmm.
wow, we could come up here and have a buffet.
Yeah, we get them all in season at the same time, which I don't think that's going to happen. We could do a foraging type video maybe.
I'm gonna have to do a little bit of
This-
learning on that because
This type of season right now is actually morale season. But like I said with our last video, I'm horrible about walking through the woods and ending up standing on top of the morels instead of finding them and collecting them. I really love them. They're delicious.
yeah,
Especially, excuse me, especially, everybody's been pairing them with crappie fillets that I see online, so I might have to try that one. I've definitely had them with fish before, but they're saying particularly crappie is like the one to hook up with it. I don't know, my last fried mushroom experience though kind of tainted me. What type of mushroom were those again?
bedrooms.
Portobello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had fried portobello fries, and about the third or fourth one I bit into,
Another burl.
a blob of grease, just really hot grease, hit the inside of my mouth under my tongue and burnt the crap out of me.
Will you scratch in between my shoulder blades?
Yeah.
Oh. Other side, on my right side more. Ah, thank you. Okay. Felt like something was
Coming after you.
eking up my shoulder blade there.
Here's another opening. This would be a good spot for, like, this is Derek the Hunter coming out, but this is like where deer would lay down in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
They get an open spot like that up against the trees where they got multiple escape routes.
Yeah.
but there's definitely a windbreak. I think this is like a lilac or something close to it.
Yeah, well, I think that's these. I think that...
No, that's a different leaf completely.
Is it?
Yeah, see this one comparatively?
Mm-hmm.
Completely different leaf. This is very much like what's growing up in our yard. After we had them all cut down, they're coming back up again.
Yeah, but we gotta...
We've got 2 different lilac bushes that we have like taken clear down to the stump, like 2 inches above the ground.
Yeah.
And they just keep coming back. So
Just gotta take the stump out. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put the burn pit over the top of it and cook it, I think.
Yeah, that'd be all right. Hopefully the ash doesn't fertilize it and it grows better.
Then we burn it again.
Oh man. Oh man.
That's a big uppy hill.
Oh man.
That's a big uppy hill.
We were doing so good with the cute little ones here. Oh man. All right. Well.
Oh.
Pardon our slow pace. It's like steep down here.
Yeah, the downward isn't great.
I'd rather go down than up.
Yeah, well, up is next.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
And it's up for a while.
Yeah, just don't remind me.
Okay, no reminder. Oh. So we run up it?
You're funny.
I run up it and I wait for you at the top?
If you want to, I will follow you dutifully with this camera and watch you shuffle up that hill super fast. Oh,
reminds me of the Howard H. Cherry Boy Scout camp here in just outside of Central City, Iowa. They've got a bunch of these trails. I hated them as a child, but it is what it is.
We might have to do this like 20 steps and then pause, and then 20 steps and then pause here. We might have to. God, you and your long body. Okay. Okay. All right. Come on, guys. We got this. Okay.
Turns and then goes down.
Okay, perfect. Who designed this? I want to shake their hand.
No, that's not what you want to do.
No, just a congratulations on the wonderful design. I mean,
Sir, do you also design roller coasters for Adventureland?
hold on.
Up, down, circle, circle, up, down. Ah, through the trees I just saw a vehicle moving.
Yeah, we're almost.
Oh, we're getting there.
That was rude.
Rude.
Rude. Another deer trail behind you. It goes up.
Yeah.
Okay. Down.
Downward.
Whew.
She's all about down.
I also, by about the time we hit that field,
Yeah.
I also got the dopamine rush from the exercise.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I could tackle that hill without crying.
Yeah.
Still dopamining it right now. It's fine.
Dad, we're gonna crash so hard.
Oh, no, it's fine. We're gonna go.
Gonna go
Hop in the car.
Gonna go hit the Casey's for the 2 for $5 special on the Gatorades,
No, we're gonna hop in the car.
and then run to the next one.
We're gonna go to the gas station, get something to hydrate, chill out in the car for a little bit. Maybe go look at flowers. I don't know. We haven't decided yet.
Yeah, she really wants to go to Culver's there in Marion.
Not the food, the flowers.
Yeah. Culver's
garden
Landscaping.
Yeah.
They've got a whole garden center out there. It's probably the biggest one in our area.
Aside from Tyson's and Menards.
I think they've got those guys beat.
Oh God, don't.
Yeah. I just tried to break my ankle on one of these roots again. You know, I warned you guys, watch out for the roots, and here I go, not.
Because you're giving the grief, man. If you would.
Yeah. If I'd pay attention and shut my mouth. That's what she's trying to say.
That's okay. You're too poor to pay attention, so.
Too poor to pay attention. Oh, I don't know what that was, but it was loud.
Yeah, well, the cute bird.
Yeah, no, it was something off in the woods.
Oh. I mean, there are private residences along.
Well, I don't think it was human. Yeah, it's definitely a dog barking.
No, that's not what I heard. I don't know what you heard, but it's not what I heard.
Well, yeah, it's a dog barking behind me.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not catching up to us.
No, it's okay. If they are,
We'll move to the side.
we'll pet the puppies too.
Let the puppies move to the side. There's another one of those knots that I was talking about.
Another one. That's a big one. Like,
Yeah.
that's big.
A little bit bigger than that would be perfect for, like I said, for the furniture industry. Oh goodness, who decided to put another hill here? Jeepers.
All right, so I may have expended all my dopamine on that last one. So, cranky little Katie here is gonna
Cranky Katie.
shuffle her way up this hill. But I think we're right next to the road.
I think we're getting close. There's definitely campers through the trees,
Which
so
means the road's probably right there. So,
it's going to be off to the left, yeah.
okay.
Oh, okay. Here I go again. Now, we know where this goes. We've been here, folks. We have been here. Now we know what that direction does. We stepped over that log. We said left or right. We went left and did all that crazy stuff. And this loop brings us back around to here. Now we're just gonna go back down the path we came in on. Once Katie gets up here. Take your time. She was showing me a birdie.
A lot of birds flying around up in here.
A lot of birds. Okay, folks.
Okay.
So, Katie's got to catch her breath, and then we're gonna tackle going back down and going back to the car.
Okay. Oh, give me like
Half an hour?
no. Really long.
Oh, God.
I just need to get to the point where it doesn't feel like my heart beats in my stomach. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we know what that does.
That's an ask.
Yeah.
Lovingly kept.
We were supposed to do this on Wednesday night.
Yeah, but
She had plans. Or no. Wednesday night, I think a storm was supposed to come in.
yeah, we didn't.
So we were more engaged in making sure everything was ready for the storm. Thursday, she had plans with her sister.
To do the same thing.
They went for a hike of their own.
Kind of. Oh.
And this is Saturday. And we finally made it back out here.
Watch that first step. It's a doozy. Oh, bugs in my shirt.
Yesterday, I took an adventure. My Dodge Charger needed a carburetor, so I went from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, all the way to Albion, I believe it is, Albion, Iowa, which is about 20-30 miles away from Ames, and went and got a freshly rebuilt carburetor later this afternoon. I'm going to try and throw it on the car. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. Oh, goodness. Full adult acts like a 10-year-old. It's fine.
Just remember, there's a lot of birds flying around.
There was just a purple finch in that tree.
A lot of birds. A lot of birds. You seem focused on you today, my dear.
Oh, they like me.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of a sweat going.
Yeah. Unmentionable places.
Oh, but it's downhill, babe.
Oh, yeah.
This is like a good cool down.
No. No, it's not.
It's not. You have your opinion, I have mine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, these guys I didn't see on the way up.
Yeah.
Oh, little bells on them. Very cool.
Cheese moss. That looks like rough. Oh.
Yep, watch where we're going.
Hello, Bray.
Either that or put your sunglasses down so you don't take an eyeball out.
And I got another one.
What we're starting to see through the trees here is Flying Squirrel Campground. We're getting there. Are you singing Into the Woods?
No.
Okay.
No. That song we listened to on the way out here.
Oh,
The one about the angels and the ordinary.
I can say that I honestly wasn't listening.
Oh, but it's a good song. I played it for you because I wanted you to hear it.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me get out.
All right. Gonna wait until she gets to the little plateau at the end. So, like I said, treacherous steps, treacherous steps. Oop, and I stepped on a soft one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Light thoughts. Clouds. Angel
Bird's
food
feathers.
cake. Angel food cake.
Oh, there is another vehicle out here. Maybe they are behind us on the trail. Almost looks like my sister-in-law's Jeep. Yeah, almost looks like Brittany's. I think hers is a shade darker though, maybe.
Yeah, his is darker.
That and they're definitely Wing County, not Dubuque County. Well, folks, that's it. We made it. We did not die. Our next video, should you choose to view it, will either be at Culver's Landscaping or at Backbone State Park. So, thanks for viewing. We'll catch you on the next one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always leave it better than you found it, and treat others the way you'd like to be treated.